and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified for when I post new videos, and let's get on into the video. So today I am in Fortuna, Costa Rica, a beautiful location in Costa Rica. You must come here if you ever get the chance to. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to travel with friends, because friends come in all shapes, sizes, experiences. You know, everybody's different. Everybody comes from a different background. So I feel like I've traveled with a lot of different people and a lot of different formed groups, and I've also traveled with friends, and it's not always been easy because there are different experiences and different people, but I want to at least give a little bit of advice because I feel like I know a little bit to help your trips with your friends be a little bit easier. So the first one is, when you are planning a trip, make sure that you talk to everybody beforehand, kind of see what each person wants to do on this trip. Ask for suggestions, that way you guys can kind of figure out what each person likes to do while they're traveling, because some people like to just vacation and sit on the beach. Some people like to do, you know, high intensity activities, and you just kind of like try to balance that out a little bit. So definitely make sure you keep the conversation open before you go, and also while you're there, so that everybody seems like you can keep the conversation going, so everybody seems like they're having a good time. You make sure that everybody's happy, those kind of things. Just keep talking to your friends, because communication is key. You've heard that like 400 times, and that's definitely the case. Second off, everything is about compromise. So if one person wants to do this thing and another person wants to do another thing, don't be afraid to break off from the group and do your own thing. It's really not too bad to do your own activities. And say two people want to go hiking and two people want to do this, you guys can go in separate ways. It's not too hard, and sometimes it makes the trips a little bit easier. That way everybody's satisfied, and that's a good compromise. And also compromising by the fact that this person wants to do a high intensity activity this day, and this person wants to do another high intensity this day, but this person wants to do, you know, something very easy another day. Talk to them and say, okay, let's do this high intensity thing this day, and then let's do this low intensity thing this next day. That way that both of you guys are doing activities that suit you, and that way you guys can both be happy and do what you want. Also, I also want to end this video by saying that it's okay if you find people that are really good friends, but you just can't travel with them, because there's a lot of people out there that just aren't very good at traveling, and that's okay. And it might be your best friend. You love them when you're home, and that's great, but when you're traveling with them, you want to kill them, and that's totally fine. Sometimes those things happen, and you kind of have to just try things out with different friends and see who your group of friends is that you can easily travel with, because not everybody can travel, not everybody's gonna get along with you, and that's okay. You can still keep those friendships. Just make sure you're not doing those things that are gonna annoy your friendship often, because that's when those friendships end. And it's totally fine to say no to traveling with someone if it's going to cause you emotional distress on those trips, because it's just not worth it. Travel is supposed to be fun and carefree, so just remember that. It's all about being happy and seeing the world, and if something causes you emotional distress, don't do it. So those are my tips for traveling with friends. It's like I said, it's not always easy, but when you get a good group of people, it's so much fun. Everybody has a blast, and it just feels natural. So definitely strive to do that and follow these few tips that I give, and keep the conversation going for sure. Keep an open communication, and yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. Definitely come to Costa Rica when you get the chance, and go and like all my other Costa Rica videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, and happy travels!